And the fireworks have already begun. We are learning that Congress MP Manish Tiwari has given the adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha for the purpose of discussing 3 new criminal laws that came into effect from today, which is 1st of July 2024. We'll bring you more details about what exactly can be expected from the discussions today, for which we have our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, a very good morning to you. Please help us put that into perspective for our viewers, the adjournment motion of notice for the Lok Sabha.
So, today is going to be the motion of thanks which are expected to be resumed in Lok Sabha. It couldn't have been held on Friday, even though it was listed, because at that point of time, the India bloc insisted on an urgent discussion on the NEET issue. Now, today, the morning shows the day, so it's quite possible that once again, the India bloc is going to create hangama on NEET and also on the criminal laws, which comes into effect from today. What is the point that Mr. Manish Tiwari is making, who's a member of parliament from Chandigarh? The point he's making is on 2 points. One, of course, that these laws were cleared and they have come into being in a hurried manner. They were not referred to any parliamentary committees. It could not be discussed in detail. That's one. Second, a record number of over 135 opposition MPs were suspended from the Lok Sabha when these laws, when they were bills at that point of time, were cleared inside Lok Sabha. And therefore, this is a fit case on why they should not even be notified, why they should not even come into effect, and therefore there should be an urgent adjournment notification which should be allowed, which means that as far as the laws are concerned, they need to be relooked, there needs to be a discussion. Anjali, it could also mean that inside the Lok Sabha, which resumed by 11 a.m., there could be even more of a roadblock as far as resumption of the motion of thanks is concerned.
Right. Pallavi, please stay with us. We have got Arunima and Payal also joining us on the broadcast. A very good morning to both of you. Payal, first coming to you, if you were to talk about the demands that the opposition is putting in front of the central government to have a discussion over the NEET examination before the House, in fact, begins, in fact, the motion of thanks begins. What exactly is the central government saying on all of this?
Well, as far as the opposition parties are concerned, remember, Lok Sabha could not transact any discussion on Friday because there was a complete washout because of the opposition refusing to relent on the issue of NEET. But Rajya Sabha did have discussion minus the opposition. The entire opposition had walked out of the Rajya Sabha on Friday. But today is going to be a different day. The government once again is going to make an appeal to the opposition parties that we are willing to discuss every issue. If you have questions around the government's conduct on NEET or the other issues, please come and speak about it when you speak on the motion of thanks debate. So the government is saying that there is no provision whatsoever in this special session of Parliament to have a separate adjournment motion, to have separate motions that the opposition is demanding for. So whatever they want to ask, whatever they want to say, they can actually say it during the speeches, during the motion of thanks. And of course the response will come from none other than the Prime Minister himself, because the Prime Minister is slated to reply in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both either tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That's what the government has been saying. And essentially, if required, the opposition still needs clarity or needs further clarification on what happened during NEET, what really led to the NEET issue, what led to the NTA reforms, etc. That answer can come in from the Education Minister. The Education Minister will be appointed by the government to intervene in the debate and to provide clarity on the questions that the opposition parties are asking, beg your pardon. So obviously the government says that this is not a government which actually runs away from questions. They want to put matters on fact, but the opposition has to allow the debate to really happen. But any demands of having a special discussion like Pallavi was mentioning, Manish Tiwari's issues and issues raised by other opposition parties, there's no provision in this special session of Parliament to do all of that, because there is no business which is listed apart from just having the discussion on the President motion.
Definitely. Payal, please stay with us. Arunima, now coming to you and talking about the subject matters. Apart from the NEET UG examination row, what opposition is likely to touch upon is the new criminal laws topic, as well as the use of ED and CBI. What do we know on that front?
So before all of that, I think both houses will begin by congratulating Team India, because Team India's cricket victory has brought a rare joy to this country, and I think the houses, both the members of Parliament in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, will take the lead to first congratulate Team India. So we're expecting that to be the starting point. But post that, like my colleagues are also reporting, the bonhomie is unlikely to last post that. The criminal law amendment, the new criminal laws are getting implemented already. The first FIR under the new BNS, which is the replacement for IPC, has been registered by Delhi Police this morning. The Ministry of Home Affairs is also in touch with the other police organizations across the country, trying to ensure that it is a smooth rollout. But there are a lot of concerns about the new criminal laws. There are concerns about whether it has genuinely made it easy for citizens of this country to seek justice. And Manish Tiwari, Pallavi has already mentioned, has taken the lead in seeking a discussion on that. There are others also who are wanting that the criminal laws be discussed. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, right at the start of this session, mentioned the matter when he met Om Birla. So these are all issues on the table right now. But we are in the last week of this session of Parliament. What I'm waiting and watching for is that Rajya Sabha, where the discussions began, whether without the opposition, whether the Lok Sabha motion of thanks will also go the same way.
Right, Arunima. Now, Pallavi, coming back to you and talking about the entire hubbub around the Deputy Speaker's position, we saw a political slugfest breaking out over the topic. Is the topic still simmering at the moment?
Oh yes, absolutely, and I think we are waiting to hear an official word coming in from the India bloc who could be the possible candidate. Well, actually the onus is also on the government and also on the speaker more specifically to call for elections as far as the deputy speaker is concerned. But I think the priority at this point of time is one, of course, the motion of thanks, and second, of course, the Prime Minister's reply to it, scheduled in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha for today and for day after. It's a short session, it's a very, very brief one, so we'll have to wait to see whether we really do have that kind of a time and space. But if you're going to be asking whether the opposition has given up on its battle for the deputy speaker, it's absolutely no. They have absolutely made up their mind, and this was something which was very much a part of the India bloc meeting on Thursday, that we are going to push ahead. We are not going to look at any kind of doles or favors coming in from the government. If the government decides not to give us the deputy speaker's position, then we are going to contest it. There are several names, of course, cropping up. K. Suresh, Avdesh Kumar, the Samajwadi Party MP who created a record of sorts by winning from Faizabad. All of these names are cropping up, but definitely the mood within the India bloc is that they are going to contest as far as the deputy speaker's election or post is concerned.
Right. Pallavi, please stay with us. Payal, now coming to you and talking about, since the emergence of this particular session, we have been witnessing a couple of tussles between the opposition as well as the centre over a lot of topics. What are going to be the possible counters coming in from the centre if the opposition is planning to, corner the central government over the NEET UG examination row completely?
Well, of course, Pallavi, Arunima and I have covered this government for the last 10 years. I've seen Parliament for the last 10 years. It was a different equation altogether when the BJP had brute majority on the BJP. In 2019 was over 300 themselves as well. But, right now the NDA tally stands at 292. So they understand that this is going to be a strong opposition. Rahul Gandhi has proved himself to be a strong leader for the last couple of days that we've seen him occupy the chair of the leader of the opposition. So the government does understand that the opposition is buoyant, it's upbeat. They do understand that they have numbers in themselves, and also have very, very new but very bright and young MPs also on their side as well. So the government as of now has been saying that they're ready for discussion on all issues including NEET. They in fact have last week around also, like Pallavi and Arunima have reported, that some leaders in the opposition did go and meet Dharmendra Pradhan as well. But the fact of the matter is that in this session, Sakshi, you just have a discussion that can happen on the President motion. There's no other provision whatsoever. So if the questions have to be answered, be it NEET, be it of CBI, ED against opposition parties, be it the issue of the criminal justice bills that everybody is objecting to, all the issues can be raised by the speakers who speak on their turn during the President address, and you will get a response from the concerned minister. Like I said, the government is ready to ask Dharmendra Pradhan to in fact intervene on the entire matter, put the facts to the fore as to what really led to this entire issue that is snowballed so much, where both sides are speaking about the welfare of the students, or any other thing. They'll get a response from the Prime Minister himself as well. So the Prime Minister should speak has been the demand of multiple opposition parties, in the past also. But this time around, you can get to hear it from the Prime Minister himself. So the opposition parties need to come to the discussion floor. That's what the government has been saying, that you can't be protesting out, you can't be walking out of the discussion. You actually need to come out and discuss. And the government so far has been saying that the opposition has only been interested in disrupting the House. They do not want any constructive discussion.
Right. Payal, please stay with us. We have got breaking news also now coming in.